Hello again everyone, and welcome to the back garden yard. Today's video we are going to show you how to trim and to protect your cucumber plants so that you will get a double harvest. That's right, you'll get twice as many cucumbers if you trim them and prune them this way. So let's take a look at the problem and we'll see what we're doing. So I've got them all the way up to the top of the trellis here, and you can see I've got big healthy plants. They've got big holes in the leaves, so we can see this down here. They have really been chewed on, so that tells me that we've got a problem with insects, and I've seen the insects. I have got squash beetles, and I've also got the real cucumber beetles. Cucumber beetles will inject a poison into the plant that will eventually kill it. So we're going to have to use a little bit of 7 powder around the base of these in the mulch to prevent all these beetle problems. And so some people don't like to use anything that's not organic, but I do use 7 because sometimes you just have to. So that's what we're going to do today, and I'm going to show you how I do it. So the first thing we want to do is we want to trim all these lower leaves off of these plants, and we're going to go ahead and I'll show you what I'm doing here. And of course I put them in a bucket, so we're going to get all these lower leaves, and I trim them about 1 inch away from the end so the stem can die and seal. I don't get them right next to the vine. This is one on a leader that has come out, and that's part of the whole program here. Okay, we're going to go ahead, since all these are blooming, and if you notice, these are all male plants. There's no little cucumbers under these, and that's a problem. So what I want to do is do something that'll hopefully stimulate this plant to make some females. And the females, of course, are the cucumbers you pick. So we've got some things to show you here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut a few more of these leaves off. And actually on this runner, that looks like that could be a female right there. So we're gonna leave that leaf on, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this leaf off. Okay, so let's take a look at the plant now that I've trimmed it. And what has happened is it has made it almost to the top of this fence. And so I'm going to pinch out the very top of this. Okay, now what that's going to do is it will quit growing up, and it's going to cause all these suckers to come out and to grow and make new vines. And usually when I do that, what happens is the plant feels threatened, and it'll suddenly go from producing male flowers, it'll produce female flowers. And I'm not exactly sure how it knows that, but that's what it'll do. Now another thing I can do is take this tendril right here that's growing out, and I go ahead and hook that to the fence here, just by twirling it around with my fingers. Okay, and so now I have done all I want to do to this plant, except, and you can see where I've already done it one time, I'm going to pull this back, and I'm looking to see if there's any bugs crawling around here. I don't see any. And I'm going to take a little bit of this 7 dust, and I am going to dust around the bottom, and I'm actually going to bring it on up here now, because there's nothing, no cucumbers there, no cucumbers here. And I'm gonna try not to hit these flowers, because if there's bees, I don't want to kill the bees. Get that off that flower. Okay, and then we're gonna put the mulch back. And then hopefully this plant is now gonna grow out these leaders, put on a lot of female flowers, and we will have a lot of cucumbers coming off of it. Now, I'm going to show you why I think that. Here's a plant that accidentally got topped, and what it did was it caused all these to come out. These leaders came out, and now they're growing up, and that's good. And then, as I was saying before, if you look, you can see that that is now on this leader a female flower about to bloom, and it's already made its first cucumber over here. So let's get this leaf off, and you see this plant was topped right here, and then we've got the leaders coming out, and they're putting on cucumbers. There's another one that has already bloomed. We've got cucumbers on it. So we're going to take off this old leaf here, and have to make sure I get a leaf and not the vine. We're going to take off this one, and we're going to take off this one, and then this one, and this one. Oh, that one's the one that's actually feeding that cucumber, so I'm going to leave it for now. And I actually have a leader coming out over here getting into that plant, so I'm going to take it, and I can see little cucumbers hanging off of it. I'm going to take it and put it up here in the fence, if I can. There we go. Okay, and that's what we did to that plant. Now, same thing, we're going to open up the base, and I'm going to shake out some more 7 powder. Even though you can still see it on the ground, it deactivates after a couple days. You have to keep putting it on after you water or rain. So that's a okay. And so I can put some right here. And that's all we're going to use, because there's a good cucumber. Okay, and we're going to put the mulch back on. And this one is done. And so far I haven't seen any of the cucumber beetles. Last time when I pulled this mulch back, the cucumber beetles came running out. So I think I have slowed them down. I won't say taking care of the problem. So I hope you can see how I've opened these up. I've cut the top side of them, and now we're going to get a crop of cucumbers that'll probably be at least twice as many as it would have been if I just used this one stem and then let it run along the top and didn't get all these side leaders. So that's all for this video for now. I hope you've learned something. If you want to try this and you're kind of worried that it might be too much for the plants, just do it on a few plants, and then you compare the results to your other plants. So what I'm going to do is end this video now, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, because I've got a huge garden here and I'm working on several other videos coming up real soon, and some of them are very interesting. So if you'll subscribe, you'll get a notification if you hit the notification bell when they come out, and we will see you on the next video.